Hey y'all, so I'm making a very different kind of video from what I would normally make on this channel. And this video is on the same topic as the community post that I put up last night, but I kind of figured today that a lot more people would be inclined to watch a video than to read a community post. And because what's happening on YouTube really is just getting under my skin so much that I feel like I have to talk about it, because it does have to do not only with the future of my channel, but with the future of my even just presence as a viewer on YouTube. And another reason that I want to talk about this before I get into it is I don't really hear anyone on BookTube talking about this. BookTube specifically. I hear a lot of people in other parts of YouTube talking about it. There's been a lot on TikTok about it, but I hear no one on BookTube talking about it. And I've talked to one person at least who didn't know about it, and they kind of encouraged me to talk about this a little bit more. So I'm saying this both to hopefully get ideas on how to move forward, but also just to let you all know about this issue if you haven't encountered it before. But so to give you the rundown on what's happening, starting tomorrow, August 13th, YouTube is going to start rolling out a new age verification policy, okay? And my understanding is that tomorrow, on August 13th, they're only going to start implementing this policy among a small subset of YouTube users before they, at a later date, roll it out more widely. And I don't know what the projected date for when they'll roll it out more widely is, but that's what I've heard. And I'll leave a couple of links to some articles below so that you know that this is legit. I mean, not that I would expect you all to think I would make things up, but that it's legit and that I'm not just getting stuff fed to me through TikTok or whatever. But so starting tomorrow, YouTube is going to roll out this new age verification policy. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, what YouTube is going to start doing, it is going to start keeping track of all of our viewing habits, what kinds of videos we all tend to watch, as well as our past behavior and things like how long we've been on YouTube, how long our account has existed. And I mean, that's nothing new, of course. Pretty much every app and website keeps track of our behavior and then feeds us stuff that it thinks we'll be more interested in, and keeps away from us things it thinks we'll be less interested in. But what it's going to do now is it's going to have this artificial intelligence algorithm use this information to estimate every user's true age. Okay, so we all know that when we create a YouTube account, we have to enter a birthday. And the idea is that we should be over the age of 18, I believe. But of course, seasoned users of the internet will know that a lot of people, when creating an account on an app or a website, lie about their age so that they can get access to things that they might not be able to access if they're under 18. And so the idea here is that YouTube is going to not trust us to give it our true birthdays anymore. It's going to use this algorithm to estimate our true age based on our viewing habits. And if the algorithm determines that you are in fact under the age of 18, regardless of what you entered when you created your account, one of two things will happen. Either you will be forced only to watch made-for-kids videos, which you may be familiar with. There's a certain kind of content in them, but also you can't leave comments on them, and there's some other restrictions on them. But you'll either be able only to watch made-for-kids content, which is not most of the interesting content on YouTube, I must say. So either you're going to be subjected to a much worse YouTube experience, or you are going to have to upload a government-issued ID to YouTube to prove your age. Okay? And once you do that, then you'd be free to watch whatever you want, and your age would be verified, and so on and so forth. And the ostensible reason for doing this is to quote-unquote protect the kids, to keep people below the age of 18 from seeing explicit content or content that might be mentally harmful to them somehow or other. That's ostensibly the reason. But this policy has a lot of people and myself really troubled, because asking people to upload government-issued ID, like a driver's license, to a website is a really private piece of information, right? And supposedly, they're going to delete the information, supposedly, but as we all know, some of these apps, some of these websites end up getting hacked, and if some hacker gets a hold of your driver's license, that gets really dicey really fast. But it's also just this continuing effort by websites and apps like YouTube to collect our data, to follow us, to keep track of every single thing we do, right? And so the down low of how this policy will probably go once it's implemented is that the vast majority of us who are over the age of 18 won't even be affected, hopefully. A lot of us watch enough videos that are fairly adult that YouTube's algorithm would say, you know, we're over the age of 18, it's fine. And so we wouldn't really be affected. We wouldn't have to end up uploading our ID. But undoubtedly, this algorithm will make mistakes. It will estimate that certain grown adults are, in fact, under the age of 18, and then demand that they verify their age by uploading this identification. And that's a lot of people's concerns, and it's my concern as well. And I have a lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts on this, but I think my own attitude just boils down to that I don't feel that I, in good conscience, can continue to use an app that is doing something like this, that is invading people's privacy in such a direct way, even if I myself do not end up being particularly affected by it. I just don't feel like, in good conscience, I can continue to use YouTube as a creator, or frankly, even as a viewer. I mean, I'm thinking about having to just delete this app completely, delete my YouTube account, delete it from my TV, from my phone, everything, and either subsist with books or other places to get the learning and content I would normally get from YouTube, or find some other alternative app to use to either make videos or watch videos or both. And that has me feeling profoundly conflicted and, I mean, frankly pissed off that I'm in this position, because I hopefully don't need to say this, but I will say it anyway, that BookTube specifically, but also YouTube more generally, is one of the best things that ever happened to me, right? I mean, I found friends through BookTube. I get so many book recommendations from BookTube. BookTube is so much fun. I get so many ideas from BookTube. I get thought-provoking arguments from BookTube. And then wider YouTube, of course. I've learned a lot by watching YouTube videos, by watching video essays, by watching videos about history, by watching documentaries. There's a lot of great film criticism, television criticism on YouTube. There's anthropology, there's music, of course. I did for a while use YouTube Music as my main source of music. I don't anymore, but I did. And the cherry on top of the shit pie, if you'll excuse my French, is that I of course only just started making videos again after a 3-year hiatus, right? I started making videos after a 3-year hiatus, and then this happens. I think it's pretty clear what to do. I think it's pretty clear that the best response to this is to stop using YouTube, but that's a hard ask for a lot of us, and myself included. But again, I'm not sure what else to do, and I'm not sure what alternatives really exist that would offer the same experience or allow the same communal atmosphere for something like BookTube, or how we would get enough people to move for it to feel like a community again. I just don't really know. But at the end of the day, I really just wanted to put this on people's radar and get people's ideas about what to do, what you think of this, what should we do, what should I do, which sounds a little bit desperate, but you know, I have already taken some videos that I had scheduled to post in the future, that I had recorded and scheduled to post, and I've made them private. So for now, they're not going to get posted because I just want to figure out what to do here. So that's basically what I had to say. Very open-ended, but I wanted people to know about this. I wanted to get people's thoughts on what to do for all of us, and also for myself specifically. Yeah, anyway, that's what I had to say. Please do give me your thoughts in the comments, because I feel like this is an important issue and not many people are talking about it on BookTube. And so I'll leave it at that, and I usually end videos by saying I'll talk to you all soon, but I don't really know. I don't really know if I'll talk to you all soon, because I may not be making videos. So anyway, I will leave it at that though, and yeah, have a good day. Bye.